Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Lee?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Lee.
I'm Aim.
We're the...
Everyone, and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Lee. We are the Munch Brunch UK. Lee, tell them what we have on the menu.
Hey Mo, we have some delicious tasting food that looks rather boring. Because it's hard to make it look sexy on here.
Yeah,
but
it is.
It is coq au vin.
Coq au vin.
With mashed potato, carrots,
Spring greens.
Spring greens, I've been calling them bloody cabbage. And chicken, obviously, because that's part of coq au vin.
Leeks as well that I used as a little... I use leeks, guys, because Lee doesn't like onions. So, but...
We'll get into that in a bit, but I was thinking this, just how adventurous I was as a kid, as opposed to how boring I was as a kid. We'll talk about it in a bit. But yeah, we tried to tart this up a bit to make it look more sexy. It ain't possible. If you've ever had coq au vin, chicken chasseur, etc., you'll know yourself, it looks a bit beige, but it tastes bloody amazing.
Well, it's not. I mean, like, we've got orange on there and green.
What I mean is, you can't... You're not getting that. It's very difficult. We always try to make our food look interesting and fun.
The trouble is with things like this, it's a very... It's like not boring, but it's not very colourful, bright colours, is it? That's what it is. Like, green isn't that bright and mash is white.
I know you get that. It is basically a nice winter's meal.
Yeah, like a home-cooked meal. And
that's what we fancied today. Because, unfortunately, well, yesterday we didn't record, but I ended up having chips yesterday. And I didn't fancy them. And I ended up eating them. And then I felt like, afterwards, I felt like a chip. I had that many chips like I was like, I don't want chips again. And I said, should we have this? And she said, yes. And the only reason we were recording so early is because Aim cooked it, so we got it done early for once.
It's really, really nice, actually.
That's
what you all been up
badass
to?
mash.
No, it's nice. It's only like one of the Coleman's packet sauces. But they always, it says to use 300ml, which was like that. Now, bear in mind, my casserole dish is like that.
This is water, yeah. That's what we're on about.
Water? Yeah, so like the packet mixed up, and then you obviously put it into the casserole dish. It is like that much water they said to use with the sauce, but you have to add more because it's just not enough.
But yeah, do you any of you use the... I bet you, like us, you've got a drawer, a cupboard, a box, so that, with these packets in. And we do this, we buy them like... We'll go off to
tend to get them, yeah.
We get that many packets... And no word of a lie, I think at one point we had like 7 sausage casserole packs.
I do collect them because you never know when they're going to come in now, do you?
Well, they never come in because we rarely use, and that's the problem.
Oh, they're coming
Chasseurs, coq au vins, the lot.
I don't know why we bought the sausage casserole one because we never used that one.
I do like a sausage casserole though.
I like if you brown off the sausages.
It's so good. The sausages are lovely and soft as opposed to like when you cook them in a frying pan. That's delicious. Sausage casserole with mashed potato. Or even rice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. I don't like the sausages when they're soggy. I like them browned off a little first.
What to do ours differently then next time. A bit of chicken. It's a bit white, unfortunately, because of the lighting. But yeah, like I said, what you've been all been up to, let us know in the comments. Are you ready for Easter? It's Easter before you know it. This bright Easter eggs at Christmas.
Yeah,
it's all about
it. My mum and Tia have actually got some, haven't they, already?
They had some, I think they've eaten them.
What would you rate a carrot as? It's my most least favourite vegetable.
That is one interesting question.
Not least favourite, because I could leave them.
Okay, so I'd put spring greens below them. I'd put broccoli, cauliflower,
below them.
cabbage, sprouts.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Carrots are my favourite vegetable in the world. Are they? Yeah, because I don't like many veg.
I didn't know that was your favourite, to be honest.
When I was a kid...
Thought you peas.
No, it's not really a veg, is it? Yeah, but not really.
Yeah, it is. Sweet corn isn't.
You know,
Peas are.
I can't sit there and think, right, eat one of your 5 a day and eat a tin of peas. It don't work for me.
It is, though. They are a vegetable.
And plus, I was about to say they're not grown in a garden. But garden peas are, I don't think. I think they're just sort of made.
Not for now.
They are. They're made by like Poddington peas. Everyone else watched that as a kid. I never, but Aim did. She loves the song still, don't you? Do, 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 do. I don't know what the song is, but Aim knows
Down
it.
at the bottom of the garden, where all the birds and the bees.
Bum, 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 bum.
I got the sniffing and the sneezing, slick all the body into peas. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like that. I used to, you remember, how was TV?
Peas are vegetables, so.
Well, I didn't know
And
that.
they are, really, though? You didn't know peas?
Up until today, I didn't know dinosaurs around England.
Oh, my God.
I find new shit out all the time, guys.
What
I
did you
really
think
am.
peas were?
Like an interesting non-vegetable option for your plate for people who don't like veg, like me, basically. So you can have peas, you can have sweet corn.
Sweet corn is it is a vegetable, but it's not classed as one that I'll give you, like, necessarily.
Yeah, so because as a kid, Mum said, "Do you want some sprouts?" No, Mum. You know I don't like sprouts. You've known that for 10 years. And she'd sneak a couple on anyway. But she said, "It's all right, because look, I'll give you peas or sweet corn." So I thought it was like a bribe to eat sprouts. Well, I still like sweet corn and peas now.
Now, peas are a vegetable. A very, very, very good vegetable for you, actually.
Oh well.
I don't dislike carrots, but I prefer sprouts, spring greens, broccoli, green beans, and cauliflower is my favourite.
But as a kid, I used to have to be bribed. And Aim didn't. That's what I was getting at before. And I said about Aim being adventurous as a kid.
Yeah, my mum, I've always loved vegetables. She said I never ever had a problem.
I used to have to hide mine if we were sitting at the table, which wasn't that often. I mean, like special occasions, like every so often.
Is that what you was on about with me being adventurous as a child? Like I like the vegetables.
Yeah, you love the veg.
Yeah.
Whereas me, if there was veg on my plate, Mum, can I go to the toilet? I was really young, that was, you have to ask. Yeah, of course you can. Go to the toilet, come down a bit of tissue.
Oh my goodness.
When nobody was looking. Oh, Mum, look out there, there's a big bird, it looks like a plane. Have a look, Mum. She'd look out the window, and I'd get a bit of veg, stick it in the tissue, and stick it in my pocket. But then if I'd forget to get out my pocket, there'd be soggy sprouts in there when Mum come to wash my pants. Pants up north are trousers. If you're down here or we are or further down, pants are your underwear.
Yeah.
I never put sprouts in my underwear. I put it in my trousers. I'll give it the cats don't like sprouts, you know. I found this out to my cost. I thought the cats were on my side. I was like, bloody sprout, you little shit. All it's saying, swearing at that age. Have a sprout, go on, you know you want one. If you have a sprout,
Like,
I'll give you half a tin of tuna.
For instance, like this plate of food here, there's all that mashed potato, but I will eat my vegetables before that, and I will leave like some of that.
So rough. Mash is the best food ever. I swear down. When I was in primary school,
Oh no, it's horrible.
that packet mash they used to serve. Oh God, I were on school
Couldn't
dinners.
stand that.
Some of my mates was, I'd raid their plate when they weren't looking.
Like, they served it in like ice cream scoops at my school,
Yeah, I guess
like
so.
round balls of it.
It was tasty though, and the chips. Oh.
School dinners were different back then. They did like nice sort of school dinners.
This was before Jamie Oliver took over and ruined everything, trying to
made
make our
everything
kids
good.
healthy. I mean, what was the problem? I don't remember having a problem as a kid when you'd have a bar of chocolate in your lunchbox or a packet of crisps or what they call a vending machine where you could go and get yourself a drink during school time in high school. These days you can't do anything. Like you got to have like 5 apples and a couple of bananas, and that's about all you're allowed. But then you look at Jamie Oliver now. I've seen him the other day. He's doing a show at the minute called Something Cookbook.
Oh, I'm loving that.
And I ain't lying to you guys. I mean, I'm not a Slim Jim. He's put a bit of weight on. Now, if he wanted to like endorse what he's saying about the school kids eating healthy, he should be a walking human specimen.
I don't think he's basing it on himself.
But then don't restrict the kids and their happiness, though, and their chance to enjoy their lunches. Well,
You can't criticise Jamie Oliver when you're leaving your spring greens.
I just had a little bit of that, thank you.
You don't mind spring greens?
No,
do
I
you?
don't mind them. I don't mind them. They're not bad.
I love them.
Screw
Anything
them.
green, I'm not that fussed about peas, but anything else green, I love. Love it. Courgette, I like that. I like making courgette spaghetti.
You heard that one time.
Sprouts got to be my favourite. Not frozen. I love them off a sprout tree. I can eat sprouts like in a bowl. That's it.
They just smell like rotten socks to me.
They just smell cabbages.
So bad. Like, honestly, there's not a lot where I'll react the way I do with a sprout in my mouth, even now as an adult.
You've not had one in years.
Oh, have I?
When have you had a sprout?
You put it in your mouth, and if you don't like it, and you try,
don't lie.
You try biting
You've never
into
had a
it.
sprout whilst we've been together.
That is a lie, and you make me try everything that you don't believe I don't like.
You will refuse a sprout, Lee.
I will never eat a sprout for the rest. If you want it, if you catch me, if ever I go to Ukraine to fight this war, I'll fight. I'll defend Ukraine if we have to. And I'll be over there.
What the hell's that got to do with...
Because if I get caught by the Russians, they won't have to do much to get me to give up the information about where everyone's hidden. I'll be like, you can't get the information out of me. Put a sprout in my mouth. He's over there, underneath the floorboards. I'll tell him everything, I would.
Talking of that, obviously I'm not going to name names, but someone who I know is going over there.
Fair play to him. And we're back. I had to edit some out then because I was just talking about Brussels sprouts and I went on a massive rant about sprouts. So I edited it out. Anyway, Tortilla today brought us back. And
I did think that too.
I've never had one before. Now, bear in mind, I am the Kit Kat sandwich man. Most of you know this. A lot of you, not whine me, but have jokes on the lives. So like, Lee, you should have a Kit Kat sandwich. It's true, I love them. But I've never tried one of these ones. I'm normally just Kit Kats and Kit Kat junkies. I stay true to my colours.
Yeah.
I ain't got to come down to the after having a shower. Lee, T's bought you a Kit Kat. Oh, brilliant. Sandwich later on, happy days. She's also saved you something. I said, oh, what's that? What was it, Anne?
So, at the moment, Kit Kats are doing popcorn flavoured Kit Kat junkies.
How's it taste?
So, I've tried it, and it tasted a bit like a normal Kit Kat chunky, and then all of a sudden you'd have like an intense burst of popcorn flavour. It was really, really nice. I really liked it, and I'm not a big fan of Kit Kat chunkies. And you know what's really weird? So, can I have a bit of that, please?
Yeah, help yourself, love.
Love? Yeah.
Put it over there.
Have you ever had, like, I'll use a song as an example. Like, someone will say, God, that is my favourite song. And you're like, I'm not really keen on that. That's just not my cup of tea. Kit Kat chunkies are not something I'd ever buy. Like, I'm more gooey, so I like caramels or a Whisper, Twix. Whereas, like, what are them things you call them? Star bars.
My favourite ever chocolate bar.
And you know when you get that kind of, oh, I'd never buy that. But isn't it weird how other people, oh, that's my favourite, where it's I could leave a Kit Kat chunk for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But that was nice. I recommend you go and try it. It was tasty, wasn't it, that?
Yeah, I tasted it. Got like a slightly salty taste, as though it's salted popcorn, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'd quite like salty caramel chocolate bars.
And that's something else. Like, I'm not for salted caramel, whereas you like it, don't you?
Yeah, I think they did a Galaxy one a while ago. I had a few of, or maybe like 15. They were really nice. But Kit Kats, when we were kids, you didn't have all these options, kids. If you're watching and you're like below 20, we never had the options you've got these days. You should grasp it with both hands. We had Lion bars, Boosts.
Not Boosts, they came in lately.
No.
We had Kit Kat, Mars, Twix. Then my mum used to eat like Turkish Delights.
Yeah, we had more than that, eh?
No, we did, but there wasn't...
Rolos.
Munchies. Yeah, Rolos, Munchies. But there wasn't the variations we have now, like these Cadbury's Creations, was there? Boosts was there, but it wasn't as popular.
You'd have a Galaxy, but that was it, just one Galaxy.
I think it was like a Galaxy Ripple, was it?
No, there was just normal Galaxies when we were really young. And now there's like a whole universe of Galaxies. There's loads of the buggers.
There was probably a ton load more. However, they was your mainstream. Kit Kat as well, but it wasn't Kit Kat chunky. It was a 4-finger Kit Kat, wasn't it?
Or 2 fingers at one point.
We did have Freddos back in the day. However, they was your mainstream chocolates. We never really had masses of them like they do now.
No, you kids are spoilt these days. But at the same time...
Ours was a lot bigger.
Yeah, ours were like twice the size.
Like, you know, in a Mars bar now, it looks like a fun size one. It used to be like that.
Yeah.
And like really thick.
You know what did
Oh,
that?
Milky Way. Milky Way was another one. I never used to really like that one.
Milky Bars. Oh, when I was really young, when I was like a little kid. And I used to get bullied at school. They called me the Milky Bar Kid, somebody did one time.
No, but look. That's
So
why.
show that off.
That's why, because Lee's got... You can't understand Lee wears his hair like up and fluffy, but Milky Bar Kid kind of had hair a bit like that.
I know all glasses.
I'm sorry about that.
It will be. Hey, you know something good? What I say? I think it's a good thing. I had the mute on the TV the other day. If you've got young kids or whatever, you'll know that Disney have released a film in the last few months, I think it is, called, I think, Encanto or Enchanto, one of the other, I don't know. One of these Disney princess things. And it's the first Disney princess movie they've ever done where the main character, i.e. like the female, the princess, wears glasses.
Oh, that's good.
But they only did it, apparently, and I was watching it, this girl got a full VIP treatment from Disney and everything like that, and on the red carpet. She was like a young teenager, maybe like 11 or something. She wrote to Disney.
Young child then.
Well, whatever. Well, no, she was older when I seen her, but it might have been that she'd wrote this letter a few years earlier. She wrote a letter to like Walt Disney, and he was in his freezer and whatnot. And she said, "Dear Walt, you've never done a Princess Disney movie with glasses." So then they said, "Oh shit, yeah, actually she might start a protest and get us into a lot of trouble." So they made this film. They made the character have glasses. But then they got in touch with the girl and said, "It's because of you, little girl, that we've done this film."
That's really good, isn't it?
And then they gave her the full VIP. They took us one of the best hotels in London for summer or other with her mum. They invited her to the red carpet. She was interviewed by the press.
Oh, lovely. That'd be
met
lovely.
all the stars and a lot. It's because she wore glasses, and she's like, it makes other girls feel left out who wear glasses.
I blame Disney.
For what?
Everything. And I'll tell you why.
World War V is Disney's fault.
Probably. No, but I'm not talking about boys. Sorry, guys out there. I'm talking about a girl's point of view. So,
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, you better know where I'm going. So, all my relationships have not been like that, not including yourself. But I believed there was going to be a prince on a big white horse, and every relationship that, it was going to be fantastic. You'd hear, oh, and birds would be flying around, and you'd have carriages and loads of happiness. And Disney made all us women believe that that's what we was going to get when we grew up. It's true, and I've had this discussion before, that, when you're a little girl, it's like the Hall's throat sweets.
What the hell?
Let me tell you about this now. I was a young girl, and I was just getting, oh, he's nice looking, blah, blah, blah. The Coke advert, I don't want you to be no slave. And there was this really gorgeous looking guy under a waterfall, and he was there opening a can of pot for you. I didn't get out the corner shop. Secondly, Hall Soothers.
Yeah, what Hall's got to do with Coke?
When you had a sore throat, there was an advert with Hall Soothers, and the woman was in the lift, and this really good looking guy come up behind her and started kissing her throat as much to say, oh, that's the feeling that these Hall I've got in the lift, coming in the bloody lift. No. What I'm trying to say. No. I went into the lift.
We've all been there. We've all been in a lift when that happened.
Shut up. I mean, it didn't happen for me. In the respect that no guy came and kissed my throat. I just had an all soother and it never went away. It's all bullshit.
It is, Aim. That's the whole.
No, look, I put
Can I have my salt, please?
Your salt.
My salt.
No guys ever came in on a horse.
Right, okay,
Nothing happened in the lift.
I'm going to blast some of these myths for you right now, like a myth blaster. So, first of all, earlier on I got distracted. I was going to say when I was on at the peas and sweet corn, that as kids, and I'm broiled then, it's funny how I was thinking it in my head, something different, but similar.
Sweet corn, green giant, no giant.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I thought the same then. I'll be honest.
as in that when we were kids, they advertised some right waffle. Sweet corn.
Green giant.
They used to have an advert for it. Yeah, there was a character for sweet corn. What's that all about? And then aims on at whole soothers. You don't get adverts of whole soothers these days.
No.
You get them for bloody Vodafone and, come and join one of our cruises for a lot, it only costs you 50 million quid. But no, they don't advertise the cheap sheet, like 50p whole soothers anymore. But myth blasting, here we go. I have, I'm a bit like the what's his name in Aladdin? The bloke, the lad? What's his name?
Aladdin.
I'm a bit like Aladdin. For fuck's sake.
I'm thinking is he on about the genie? Is the lad? Well, Aladdin.
I'm a bit like Aladdin. I've got a magic rug here. It's a rug, not a carpet. I have once been on a white horse. Admittedly, it was at the fairground and I couldn't take it away. It was like one of them ones that go around in a circle on the man controls.
Like a donkey?
No, like a bloody Ferris... What the hell they call them?
Oh, a merry-go-round.
A merry-go-round.
Not an actual horse.
No, they're not real horse. They're dangerous.
No, they're not.
They can be. So that's two things I'm a bit like.
I don't understand what you're trying to say here, Lee. What you
You
like?
said like all princes have never done these things. I was saying I have done some of these things.
Oh, I thought you were just telling everyone what you've done as a kid.
No, I've got a rug. It's a bit like a magic carpet. What else?
Oh, what you mean? What's it of a prince coming on? You've got your rug.
Yeah, I'm always finding your shoes and slippers. Like that woman who lost her slipper at the end of the night when she got pissed. Yeah. I'm always finding your slippers round the house. Like, fucking hell, you've got another 4 slippers over here. And then you're like, Lee, come here. I was like, what's the matter, Aim? I'm just sorting it out. Can you just put my slippers on for me? And I put them around my hands and knees and put them on.
No, Joe.
I am like your Prince Charming. I don't know any other princess films. I couldn't tell you what else I do, but I'm sure I do lots more stuff. That's cool.
Did you ever watch like Beauty and the Beast?
I watched like Turtles.
No, I mean them.
I watched Aladdin when I was really young. I think I got upset. I don't know why. I watched Free Willy. That upset me a lot. That wasn't a mucky film. That wasn't. That's Free Willy. It's about a whale. Cinderella. No.
You didn't mind Beauty and the Beast, did you?
No, I didn't mind Beauty and the Beast. I never watched Cinderella. I've got to admit. I know there was something about she did a lot of cleaning around the house for everyone. I never watched Sleeping Beauty. I know she likes to have a good kip.
You do. You watch me.
Well, yeah, I do watch you. That's true. It just seems like that's the whole purpose of it.
See, can I just interrupt?
She sleeps
you
all the
get
time.
full of leeks and mash, and look at that mash. You get full of the veg if you eat your veg and stuff.
I know, but I don't get the same kick. The same like, oh, that's amazing.
Look at that. You're enjoying that.
I'm really not.
You am.
I'm not.
Look at your face. You're
I
smiling.
promise I'm not liking it.
Really, you don't like it?
I'm doing it because it's a bit healthier. But I'll talk about health another day. But no, what other Disney films did you like as a kid? And I'll see if I've done any of them.
I loved 101 Dalmatians. I'm just going to silence my phone.
I'm kind of.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, but that's not really princess, is it?
I loved Snow White. The witch used to scare me. Wizard of Oz.
I did go and see some of these films at the cinema with my mum and my friends, like when I was really young. I remember I went to see
I won't ever see them at the cinema.
Little Mermaid. I went to see that at the cinema.
Do you
God
know,
knows
I've
why.
never really watched that. Never.
By that, do you mean you kind of watched it, but not really, or you
I
didn't
wasn't
watch it?
really... no, I kind of turned it off.
I really got into that at the time. I don't even remember why now. No, I don't remember why, but it was funny. It was the fish. I think he had a crab, weren't he? And then there was like a bloke, and he had a big spike, like a garden fork under the water. And there was this like woman, and she was like a witch or something.
Yeah.
And then there was Ariel, I think that was her name. Yeah, so I kind of liked that when I was a kid. Lady and the Tramp. That was a bit sad though.
I liked it. What was the other one? All Good Dogs Go to Heaven. That made me cry.
Yeah.
What was that big dragon? A big never-ending story.
That was amazing. We was on about that the other night on one of our lives. Somebody was talking about it. We was talking about
Lion
something.
King.
Yeah, another one that I couldn't get into. Animals, cruelty. You know, it's too much like Texas for me, where they keep all the animals in the back garden. I don't like that.
Lion King, I love that. But general things. I really believe that these things are going to happen. Do you want a knife?
What?
Just
How did you end up with my knife, Aim?
I don't know.
You never have a knife, no
I
one
know. I
struggling.
thought actually it was quite easy. What's your arm, Lace? Right?
I'll knock you out.
I just thought if he slips back.
Oh, God, what a mess I ended up here.
You know, that's a pet hate of me.
Well,
When people, so, you know, you got a bit of mash.
yeah.
I do that, right? I am not a big fan when people do it like that. It just,
I've got to be honest, I don't use... Well, I'm sure you've all seen, you've watched that. What the hell is that idiot doing with a knife and fork? You can't use them at all.
who? Oh,
Me.
you mean you do it backwards?
That is meant to be in your left hand, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's a fork. I've always held it in my right hand. Don't know
Give
why.
it a try for the people on camera now.
I can't do it. And
Well, you got to hold your fork right like that.
Oh, shit, what the hell's going
like
on
this.
here?
Look. Like
I
that.
feel like somebody's just lost their hands.
So
I don't
turn
know
it
what to
over.
do. What? Why?
Then you put your fork in the chicken and cut with your right.
Oh my
Not
god.
like that, like you knock
I
no.
honestly don't know what I'm doing here.
Look how I'm holding it. You know how you
That's
hold
not
your
how I
fork?
hold knives and forks now.
Hold it in your right hand.
I
So
hold mine like that.
do it like that. So your thumb there and then you clasp that around. That's it.
That's
With
really
the other
not
hand.
comfortable though to me.
Alright, well you want to give it a try, don't you? You're not under lock and sentence. That's it now, cut. Look how easy that was. You just pick it up. You just put your elbow somewhere.
I don't want to be trained in.
Just like that.
Oh, it's a good job I'm right-handed. You
You've
know.
got to still put it in your other hand.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Turn it over. How on earth do you find that? Just
Hey, if I was using my left hand, it'd be a bit of a struggle because
try again.
it'd be constantly up in your
But
face.
put your hand down. Look where your hand, like that. That's it. You did it right, Jules. Now cut your chicken.
I've had enough chicken. I can't pull it down,
You
I
don't see people at a restaurant like.
because
Well,
you're in
don't
the way.
No, there you go. Put your fork in your hand. Hold it a bit down, a bit.
For God's sake, woman.
Now, don't exchange your fork. Now put it in. That's it. That's not good.
I hate doing that. I'll
How
never
on
really
earth
like
can
it.
you? But your mum and dad eat that.
Listen. As a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of stick about this. Not all the time,
Well, I
but...
can't blame you, Lee. I mean, look at the way you were just using.
No, but... I always found it easier to use my right hand. And he'd say, you can't eat like that, that's wrong, you shouldn't be doing that. When we was out,
Do
he'd
you
say,
know
eat the correct way.
Let's be a bit more honest here.
Why?
This is a survey that I read online the other day. When you go to the toilet, right-handed people use their left hand to wipe.
That ain't true for me.
But that's why. Because your dominant hand with a fork, I reckon, is your right hand. This is a really serious question now. Do you, if you are right-handed, use your left hand with toilet paper?
I reckon I have phobias about the toilet, you know. And not just because them rats that you told me about. Like, you know me.
Will you stop moving the toilet thing up?
Up?
You know, the little plastic thing that... Will you stop leaving it up on the ledge instead of underneath?
I don't move it up.
Yes, you do, because you don't like it when you go to the toilet.
I move it round. I don't like
Yeah,
it
but
in front.
it goes above.
If you're a bloke, do you want your bits touching that thing that goes inside the toilet that gives off the nice scent? I always
Just
move to the
stop
side.
leaving it up. I have to push it back down.
I didn't know it was coming up. I was just trying to move it round.
No, and he doesn't put the toilet seat up with his hand. He uses
That's
his
what I'm
feet.
saying. I've got a phobia about it, guys. I do not like the idea of touching a toilet seat.
Oh, you bloody clean it every day.
Like, honestly, I'll use my foot, obviously with something on there, usually I'll get my slipper or whatever, and I'll lift the toilet seat up, and then I'll lower it like that as well. And I won't touch the toilet flush with my fingers. I use a bit of tissue.
Guys, you got to be honest, I clean that toilet thoroughly. I do.
Toilet talk with your dinner.
And I think, well, do you realise, do you want a bit of trivia, Lee? The thing you do the most, your bad habit, you might as well go and lick that toilet. He eats his fingernails, he bites his fingers. Do you know that it's a scientific fact that chewing your... Wait, just hold on, I know you're dying to speak, Lee. But what you have underneath your fingernails is far worse in bacteria than licking a toilet. Do you know that's actually true?
Yeah, I have stopped biting my fingernails.
Let me see your fingernails.
Look, they're growing back.
That's not true.
It is. But
You
I'll show the
really-
people.
They're not long fingernails, Lee.
Look, actually, you probably don't want to see that's pretty nasty. I've stopped biting them as of like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I knew you was lying.
I tried to. I always tried to stop biting my nails, but then I get bored and start biting
Do
them
you want
again.
me smashed?
No, I'm done
It's
in
all
on
there,
the
it's all nice.
You put pepper on it, I'm
The
done
top,
in.
now all the top layers gone.
And the dogs can have it. I'll mix them with the dinners. That's fine. I'm full. I mean, I've got a bit of chicken left. We'll do swapsies if you want. Like, we're back in school.
I'm full. But my point is, guys, that's proof that vegetables can fill you up.
I know I feel full because of my veg as well.
You didn't have half as much as I had.
I did have a fair bit because I had to make it look good on the camera.
You just shot gravy at my nose. You went, look on the camera and it's...
Sorry, hey, Mel. Hey, I nearly died the other day.
Go on then,
None of you
put
know
it
this.
in.
I was walking home's dad home after we had a few drinks
Oh,
around
for
here.
God's sake, I can't believe you went home in that bloody mullet wig.
I was wearing a wig and then I left Ames' dad to walk down the street. Turn
No,
around.
he didn't. No, he didn't leave my dad. My dad didn't let him walk down the street because my dad didn't want to be seen with someone with a mullet. And I ain't no offence, guys.
I look like, what's his name? Joe Exotic.
Yeah, you really do.
If I had a touch, I would have done.
You really did. And a cowboy hat.
So I was walking home and I went on the road a little bit.
You are so lucky to be alive, Lee.
Slipped on a bit of mud that was by the pavement. And imagine walking on, straight up, legs up in the air, probably above my head.
So
And
imagine this
oh
is the
my
bend
God.
here that he fell on. So this bend round here is like the road, my mum and dad's road, and then the bend. So cars come round this bend, and he fell there, and he was in the road. So the cars would never see him. Just like,
No, then the cars were coming down the main road, which was right next to me. And I could hear this one like, really
there's some
loud.
guy in a mullet in the road.
Well, I think the mullet came off when I fell over. And yeah, my back.
Is it in the road still?
No, actually, I think we might have scared the postman a couple of times because it's in the porch, our mullet. And it would actually
Not
probably
my mullet, your mullet.
It might look like a rat or something. So I'm waiting for the knock on the door.
Do you know what I'm
Excuse
really
me, you got a
tempted
pet out
to do?
here? What's that?
Sort of like put it in a ball or something under my mum's bed.
You should stick it under the pillow.
Or want to get one of them not robotic, but you know, them wind up mice.
Yeah.
And then sort of sit there and just make it
put it on
go
the floor.
across the floor.
Your mum, mate, would get scared if you sat in the room and just pulled the wig out without her knowing it's there. Just go,
Throw it
"Mum!"
on her.
Just threw it. She'd think it was like a bat or something.
She bought, this is how bad my mum is with Tia. So they come up with this little plan to buy these plastic spiders to put in something of mine. She did. My mum
bought them?
This was last year. She bought some plastic spiders and put them like a couple on my pillar and stuff.
More bloody money than sense, I swear down. That's what happens when you start getting your pension. You buy it, spending loads of shite.
My mum's got a private one as well, Lee.
That's still
She
the
owns her own
same.
business, so she can afford to retire in a happy
And
way.
buy plastic spiders to
Bought a
scare
lovely
your
necklace
daughter.
today.
It
I'll show
was
you
very
one.
nice.
It suited me, didn't it?
She's after it already.
I'm going to buy it. It's only £8. I'll show it you on the next video.
Tia bought a huge bottle off TikTok for
I
£2.
want that TikTok bottle.
She wanted it.
It's only £1.
Well, I don't know. You can't find them. You got to wait for it to be advertised. And one buys a necklace. Mum, I'll have that. You take everything, ain't you, a bastard?
I haven't took it. I've tried it
You
on.
like them little leprechauns over there who steal everything? I'm not calling you a leprechaun. I'm saying
It's not called
who
it.
steal things. Two fairies. The two fairies steals
No, it
teeth.
doesn't.
Yeah, they do. They steal your teeth in the night.
What are them? That game is.
Oh, bloody hell. Pac-Man.
Isn't it a Pac-Man, not a leprechaun?
No, leprechaun's like the Irish idea.
I don't think you should. I don't think that's allowed anymore, is he?
A leprechaun?
I don't think you're allowed to say it anymore.
Of course you am.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think.
Aye, we're not calling anyone a leprechaun. They're not real, aim. They're fake, you daft sod.
No, but I don't think.
I've heard it all now.
I don't think. I thought that.
It's not a name for people who are like shorter than other people. A leprechaun is basically someone who lives under a tree
In Ireland.
and comes out and steals your money or your gold.
In Ireland, no.
Yes.
But why do they say that? Why do people call other people a leprechaun?
But they might just be being a bit of a bastard.
That's what I mean.
But it
But
wasn't an
leprechauns
offence.
don't steal things.
Yeah, they do. They steal your gold and your money and stick it under a tree. In the bottom of your garden.
I thought you find it under. Oh no.
A
Okay.
pot of gold and a leprechaun. What's that? An Irish accent.
Pot of gold is at the end of a rainbow.
Right, anyway, we're not going to climb to the end of what's the end of a rainbow. Let's say goodbye, Aim.
Goodbye, Aim.
Today we discovered dinosaurs, leprechauns, and I am
That
kind of
Disney
like a prince.
Disney princes aren't real.
Magic carpet, carnival wheel horse thing, and I've had a lot of dogs, 101 Dalmatians. See yous.
Bye, everybody.